Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is class 10th subject general science. Our today's topic is evidences for evolution. We have seen that evolution is the sequence of gradual changes taking place in the primitive organisms, which take place in the primitive organisms over millions of years, in which new species are formed. In evolution, what happens in the primitive organisms, in the primitive ancestral organisms, what happens in them? Several gradual changes take place. As a result, what happens? Some new features are developed in them. As a result of what happens, new species are produced. Various biological studies tell us that since their origin, living organisms have been undergoing changes in their organization to evolve into new forms. The biological studies hasa wan since the origin शुरुआत पे हसा वारियान लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म हसा चेंजेस गमच तिहंज ऑर्गेनाइजेशन स्ट्रक्चरस मज एज अ रिजल्ट क्या तम एवॉल्व गमुत इनटू न्यू स्पीशीज इनटू न्यू फॉर्म्स into new organisms. A number of common features of different kinds of organisms provide evidence in favor of evolution. The very common features of different kinds of organisms provide evidence सबूत कमिक evolution a number of common features of different kinds of organisms because they can be considered to have evolved from the common ancestor. कि अस हसा वन करा कंसिडर पन्नी जाय कि हम हसा इवॉल्व गमत एके एंसेस्टर पे अमन हसा जद हसा अकुई. The more characteristic two species have in common, the more closely they will will be related. ये ज्यादा characteristic दोनों species common आसन तीज हम हसा ज्यादा closely related या यू तुम ज्यादा closely related आसन या the more closely they will have had a common ancestor. यू तुम ज्यादा आसन closely related तूत आसन तुम ज्यादा common ancestor. ठीक तूत ono तुम they हमन हसा अकुई ancestor. Some of the important sources which provide evidence for evolution are के source यम provide evidence for evolution. They are given below. One of them is homologous organs या analogous organs, and third one is fossil fuels. These three sources they provide in evidences in favor of evolution. They provide evidences for evolution. They tell us that these modern species they have evolved due to the changes undergoing in their primitive organism, in the ancestors, they have evolved from their ancestors. Homologous organs provide evidence for evolution. For example, if we look at the way in which living organisms are made, we can often see quite striking features in their construction. अगर अस लुक करो कि हम ऑर्गेनिज्म कित कन बनियामत अस हसा वुचो अत कि स्ट्राइकिंग सिमिलरिटी कंस्ट्रक्शन कहीं कंस्ट्रक्शन स्ट्रक्चर अत मज वुचो कि similarities. One of these is the presence of homologous organs. अमो मज अख सिमिलरिटी कि homologous organs क्या गई हम हसा गई तम organs यमन same basic structure आस मगर function आसन करा different, but different functions. Those organs which have the same basic structure, basic design, but different functions, they are called homologous organs. You see, homologous organs of different animals provide evidence for evolution. If we look at the way in which the living organisms are made, we can quite see some striking similarities in their structure, in their construction. One of them is the presence of homologous organs. You see, homologous organs in different animals, it provide as a proof. It provides the evidence for the evolution. It tells us that these different animals having analogous, even analogous organs, they have evolved from the common ancestor, thus it provides evidence for evolution.